Hey everyone. Okay, so I'm gonna try this out. This is my HMR diet, and I am basically eating fruits and vegetables. I can have guacamole, but I have been watching all these people do all these crazy videos where they're eating like tons of food that aren't necessarily healthy for you. So I'm gonna show you how you can eat tons of food, but it's all good for you. Maybe not the best, especially like canned green beans. You could probably do fresh, but I'm at work. I'm trying to make my lunch quick and fast and healthy, not eat out. So I'm on the HMR diet, which is you get to eat these prepared entrees, which is right here. This one is beef stroganoff, and I can have guacamole. So I've got guacamole, and then I'm gonna dip mine in carrots because I can't have chips, which is my favorite, but I miss having crunchy stuff, but this is kind of a replacement of the crunchy stuff. So anyway, I'm just gonna show everybody how you can eat all this food and completely be satisfied, lose weight, and it's really good. So I went to the store and got these guacamole things already pre-done. They're a little more expensive, but a lot of times, you know, when you go through drive-thrus, it's about convenience. And the same thing with you at the grocery store. When you're trying to lose weight, you're still allowed those conveniences. So I feel like this is kind of my way of making things quick and easy and fast, just like if you were going through a drive-thru. So anyway, this is really good. I got the spicy, and it's a little bit chunky. So you have some texture and a little Mexican flair. I know that really none of this goes together, but I don't really care. It's good. And it's filling. And this is my absolute favorite. I went to three stores and stocked up. This is Dr. Pepper, cream soda, 0 calories. And I try to limit how many of these I have a day, like 1 or 2, and the rest I try to do water or unsweet tea. But anyway, and then as far as my veggies go, how I make them a little more flavorful is I put this, I cannot believe it's butter, not butter, and I spray that on my green beans. This one's about out. And I put garlic. This one's about out, so it's kind of barely coming out. But I put garlic seasoning. This is garlic and pepper. And I spice everything up with that. I've already put a little bit on here. Some of my beef stroganoff. And this has got noodles. It has mushrooms and some red peppers in there. Really good. I didn't like this dish at first, but it grew on me. Because when you start eliminating the other things, like at first when you first try the entrees that they provide, and there's probably, I don't know, 15 to 20 options, they're not that great. You're used to eating like full fat, like fettuccine alfredo, steak, and all the rich foods that we're used to eating every day. So when you first initially try these, you're thinking, oh, beef stroganoff is gonna be delicious. I tried it and I was like, oh, that's not what I expected. So after a couple of weeks of eating some of the other ones, I came back to this because you get bored with different ones. So I came back to it and tried it, and it was really good. So now it's one of my top 3 or 4 that I order every week. So pretty good. But yeah. So this is kind of like my healthy mukbang, if you will. Mukbang, or if you're gonna call these things. But I thought I would do it just to show you can eat healthy. And if you guys have any suggestions for dieting, any good recipes, I'll try them. I'll make them on here and I'll try them myself. But I cannot cook with oil. I cannot cook with like fats. So I have to be very picky about the olive oil. Like I'm allowed 1 teaspoon by my coach. She said I could have that. So I usually use my 1 teaspoon in my salad dressings because I cannot stand fat-free salad dressings. So there is a way to eat. Let me get a napkin. there is a way to eat healthy and lose weight. Hopefully next week when I weigh in on Monday, I should be down 50 pounds. I started in January like 3rd or 4th, and I'm at 47, 48.6, something like that. I'm very close to 50. So I'm not going to have anything out of the box this week. I'm going to try to eat all my entrees, drink all my shakes, so I can stick with the program. So anyway, and all their entrees come with like tons of sauce. So a lot of times on this diet, you get bored with stuff. So you can actually saute some mushrooms and like chicken stock. You're allowed to use like the spray pan, stuff like that, the spray oils. Roast some vegetables, add them to your meals. You can actually mix entrees as well. Mix like 2 different flavors that would be good together. Like, I don't know, they've suggested to make soups and stuff with the entrees. You can add like, we have some soup packets we could use. And you make up the soup, then you mix the entree and make like a chunky soup. I haven't really done that. I'm not a big fan. I'd rather, I mean, if I eat the soup, I just eat it by itself. But you can do that. Now I'm going to terray some of my green beans. And I do green beans, I do corn, hominy. This is good. I love garlic with green beans. Pretty much put garlic on everything now. And that spray butter adds a little butteriness to them. They're not so bland. But like I said, in the evenings, I like to cook more fresh stuff or cut up a salad. In the evenings when I have a little more time when I'm at home. But here at work, it's just easier just to dump a can on my paper plate, heat it up, and be done with it. And I don't have to store anything. So you're allowed to have, you have to have at least, let me skip a little bit, at least 5 vegetables and fruits a day. You eat 2 of these entrees a day and 3 shakes. So I get all that in, plus like tons of like 1 can of vegetables is like 3 or 3.5 servings, and I only need 5 for the day. So just eating 2 cans of vegetables pretty much gets your vegetables in for the day. I of course eat a lot more than that. I have fruit in my shakes, snacks like these with carrots, guacamole, but like I said, if you guys have recipes or ideas or suggestions for me, because my goal, I didn't tell you everything about me. My goal when I first started this was to lose 112.5 pounds to get into my healthy range. I've been overweight for, I don't know, 15, 20 years since I had children. I'm going to Greece this year. Not that I'm a super vain person, but I would want to like take awesome pictures there and be in a few of them. I just don't want to look bad, and I don't want to feel bad. I want to be here for a long time for my kids, my mom. So I'm going to do this little series on eating tons of food while you're losing weight, because it is possible. I've almost gotten to my halfway point, and I've achieved that. So I'm gonna show you guys how you can eat, like, completely stay satisfied, eat tons of food, and lose weight. It is completely possible. So do not think you have to starve yourself to lose the weight, because you don't. And it's working for me, so I want to share that with everybody. And it's something I am passionate about, is eating healthy, staying fit. You got to get your exercise in every day. All that. But anyway, I am drinking out of McDonald's cup. I went to McDonald's this morning. We had a big thunderstorm this morning. I got a black coffee. And that's kind of the weird part. I was going to say this. When I started this diet, one thing I did miss is going to convenience stores, running in, getting a bag of chips or like a drink or whatever. And this, you are very limited on what you can get in convenience stores. They don't have a lot of choices. You can get a diet drink, you can get a water. Sometimes they have the little fruit cups or veggie cups and stuff, and you can have those. But it was strange to me that it was a psychological thing. Like, I was like, oh, I can't stop here. You know, sometimes you just want that break, get out of your car, get something cold to drink. You don't really need to do that as much on this diet, because you are very limited on what you can have. You can't have any of that stuff at, say, convenience stores or drive-thrus for that matter. So going to McDonald's is a bigger treat, even though you can only get a drink usually, because nothing else on the menu would even work unless it was a salad. You gotta take off the cheese, the meat, and use a fat-free dressing. And a lot of times they don't even have those options. They have a light, but it's really recommended that you use fat-free, which I cannot stand, actually. That's why I make my own at home. That's why I very rarely get salads out, because they don't have the right dressing. But you just make do. I'm in Oklahoma. We have Quick Trips here, and they do have a salad that I've eaten in a pinch one time. I was doing this side job. It's for the PGA that recently just went through here in Tulsa, and I was waiting for lunch break to be over, and I brought an entree with me. So I heated one of these up in the microwave in the convenience store. I bought a salad. I took out the cheese, which was on the side, or the chicken, and I bought a fat-free. They actually have fat-free ranch there. So I bought those, and I had that with my entree. So I know people are busy, but this diet is completely doable even if you're busy. You just have to plan ahead a little bit more. Not much, but even in a pinch, you can figure it out. You just have to be committed and dedicated to your goal. So yeah. But if you've done HMR, let me know in the comments. If you have recipes, let me know in the comments. And even if you haven't, if you have great recipes that are fat-free and like veggies and fruits and stuff, let me know, because I would love to share those or try them out and, you know, do videos of those too. You got to get creative with your food. It's not boring. It just takes a little more thought than going through a drive-thru or opening a box at home or whatever. It takes a little more creativity. But not much. This was not hard. You open this package, literally, heat it up for 2 minutes, open a can of vegetables, heat it up. These were already pre-done, and it's a bag of those baby carrots. So, super easy. Occasionally you get bored, but that's when you get like, ask people like you guys, like, what do I do? What's some great recipes you guys have done in the past that you can share? So, all right, that's about all I eat of this. Usually I don't usually eat the gravy. I mean, not usually. It's like, okay, I've had enough of that. I let my dogs lick it. They love that. They love these. When they see Mom get the trays out, they're like, I've got 2 of them, 3 of them sometimes standing around my feet. I like a tray. So anyway, and I'm getting pretty full. I'm gonna finish my green beans. These are good. I've also done sauteed fresh green beans with like garlic and a little bit of sesame sprinkled in the pan, kind of like an Asian green bean. You just have to watch them so they don't burn, but it is really hard to cook without oil though, but you just have to practice different stuff. And there's some really cool things I have tried at home, and I'm going to share those with you guys. I'll do another video on my favorite potato recipe at home. And if you miss the crunch like I do, I figured a way to fix potatoes and turn them into potato chips, just basically bacon, but I put seasoning on there, and I got the timing down right and the temperature and all that, and they're actually really good. I had those like for a week straight one time. Delicious. So anyway, but yeah, you just have to like suck it up, get the weight off, do what you need to do. And after you start having a little bit of success, first week you lose 3 or 4 pounds. This is awesome. The next week you lose 3 or 4 pounds, and then you just keep going. And yeah, it's a long journey, but totally worth it. So anyway, well, it's nice to meet everybody. My name is Anissa. So anyway, I hope you watch more of my videos, and I will share recipes, and you guys comment below and tell me your weight loss journey, what you're trying to do. I'll post more content and let you know how it's going and keep you updated. See you later. Bye.